As an introduction, I had made in the previous session that the first step to begin building mental grit is to focus on yourself in a very intrusive way. You will have to interfere in a lot of the decision making in both logic and emotion to realize that mental grit is now in control. And it starts with 3 minutes, 5 times a day of breath counting. Check out the first session to fully understand the power of breath counting as the stepping stone for mental growth and how it's used by top institutions of the world. Okay? In this session, I will cover 7 of the 21 points to self-mastery, achieving mental grit. Now you are here. You've reached this far. You've been winning. Only you know the violence it took to get this humble, this disciplined, this focused. Good. Now we are about to crank it up a notch. Before we get into the different techniques to self-mastery, let me ask you this. How long did it take you to get here, completely disciplined? How long did it take you? And yet, you stumbled a bit, which is fine, because this would be your last stumbling affair. Okay? Mental grit will dictate your desires and it will completely eliminate non-serving desires, completely eliminating desires through rational practices of pros and cons, eliminating desires through alternatives, eliminating desires through enforcing self-accountability, eliminating desires through making the process of that desire undesirable. Another thing that mental grit will enforce upon you is to be in the present moment. To be available in the now is imperative. It won't allow you to be available to yesterday's thoughts and reasons for the new you. It won't allow you to be available for tomorrow's results and reasons for the new you. You will remain present in the moment and not ponder over the reasons nor the results. If something needs to be done, it's done. Mental grit will make you realize that there is no such thing as not possible. Not possible is recognizing that it's something that requires effort, mental or physical effort. When you want to do something, don't think about the complexity or fear, because in that case, you would find it hard to even conduct a simple task such as drinking a glass of water. Your lips are narrow and the glass mouth is wide, and the nature of downwardly flow liquid is to pour out rather than to flow or drip. And so drinking water may become complicated if you begin to dissect it. Everything you think about, you begin to dissect. That's human nature. So here's the trick. Don't think about it, and it won't be impossible. Just begin. Mental grit has no room for stumbling or errors. None whatsoever. These are not requirements. These will be the results of the techniques you practice. And now that you know what's waiting for you on the other side of the jungle, you must be ready to take this trail, because this is where you mentally prepare yourself for greatness, because this state will surely get you there without a doubt. And if you are deciding if you want to push further or you are comfortable in your beast mode level, then that's fine too if you aren't ready yet. But just ensure you don't begin to drift back downhill, because remaining stagnant even at a level of greatness for too long reduces the purpose of the greatness achieved. Over the next 2 sessions, I will share with you effective physical routines that are so simple, yet its simplicity is what makes it complex. This is where true mastery stems from. When you become conscious of the simple complex habits, you will control everything. So number 1 was the breath counting, what we spoke about in the previous session, and you must journal it. If you take 45 breaths over 3 minutes and you do that 5 times a day, journal it. Make a simple note. For example, if you had 45 breaths in 3 minutes, just put 45/3 and do that 5 times a day. Just for your reference, since we are talking about breathing, An ideal respiratory rate for a healthy adult should be 6 to 8 breaths per minute. Okay? Number two, and this is the heavy one, stop lying. Eliminate it completely. You can rephrase the truth so that you don't embarrass yourself if required, but be eloquent and graceful and say the truth. No matter how small or big, use cognitive thinking every time you are going to lie and stop yourself. If you absolutely cannot say the truth, state that you cannot say the truth for whatever reason. And you must journal this as well. Make a simple note. 5 over 10, for example. That means you caught yourself about to lie 10 times, out of which 5 times you decided to state the truth. Number 3. You've leveled up already, so you're probably using this technique. And if you are, then you must once again level up from cold showers to ice buckets. The power of the cold shower is unbelievable. Mental, physical, and emotional. An ice bucket is the closest thing I can compare to instant gratification. Amidst all the shivering and trembling from the cold, you will still find joy. You will be happy. Yes, you will run away from it quick, but it brings you a euphoric sensation. No one has ever gotten out of an ice bucket angry or swearing or kicking and just, well, being human in an uncomfortable, miserable, and extreme situation. Think about it. In this practice, not only your body, but also observe your mind is getting conditioned to deal with unpleasantries of life. Number 4, shift your social media neighborhood. Get rid of all accounts you follow or that follow you which serve absolutely no purpose. Imagine, if you may, that you go out for a 5-minute walk, and in that 5 minutes, it goes from nice and sunny to dusty and stormy to rainy and wet to sunny again, followed by blistering frost immediately, and then comes the lightning which lands right in front of you. And just as you look up in the sky for a reaction, you see frog rain, just millions of frogs falling from the sky. And just as you take cover from your coat over your head, a giant tsunami wave is headed towards you 3 feet away. That's what happens to you every time you turn on Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok especially. The algorithms of these platforms don't only show you your interests, but suggested interests based on similar interests of similar friends. So in short, you are being indoctrinated to accept new views and beliefs. All this while you are trying to create your own views and beliefs and morals. How will you not be distracted or even enticed to choose one over the other? So the wise thing here to do is first identify the platform that serves you best. Maybe Snapchat doesn't serve you because no one your demographics is on there, and so neither would be the conversations. Maybe Facebook serves you because it has a more long format story audiences. Maybe Pinterest serves you because it's more factual and tutorial sort of platform. Instagram, TikTok, and these short form video platforms can be beneficial if you don't begin going down a rabbit hole. When on social media, it's a responsibility, and that responsibility starts with you by first selecting the platform that best serves you. After you have selected that, you need to choose to follow and be followed by pages that level you up, and not through foul talk or downplaying other races and genders. Pure intellectual motivational talks by coaches and mentors. And importantly, be disciplined on your time and plan your time based on the type of content you receive on each platform. So, for example, if you are into business and into politics and into various dimensions of quantum physics, then you must plan your time accordingly. Don't be available for every notification that drops into your phone. The key to understand is that this is your phone. It's for your convenience. And so use it to the best you can for the best you can. Keep your social media apps at your command, not the other way around. So let's say for the business part of you, you use LinkedIn. So that's something you could dedicate 45 minutes to an hour every day while you having short breaks or waiting for tasks. The political interest part of you should indulge in Twitter during the evenings when you're out of the work environment and just catching up on news feeds. A good 45 to 60 minutes would be time well spent on Twitter. The quantum side of you would be on Instagram or most probably on TikTok, where it's a melting pot for psychics and healers, trainers, and coaches. This is where people come to get short, quick knowledge or entertainment. Watching these sort of quantum videos requires your body and mind to be at complete ease, to take in the information and to understand and to digest and maybe to rewatch if required. So this can be left for the last 30 to 60 minutes before you go to bed. And remember that whatever you watch or ponder over before you fall asleep is what you will constantly be running in your subconscious mind as long as you are asleep. So being intentional with your social media consumption is very, very important. Number 5, jump out of bed. No more snooze buttons. You're in beast mode now. That does not happen here. And once you have mental grit, you may need to wake up without an alarm even, so keep that in mind. Until this point, using the snooze button once and counting to 5 was satisfactory for discipline. But now, to achieve mental grit, you will have to notch it up. So as soon as your alarm rings, you hit the stop button, sit up straight, make a wish for your day, and drop for 10 push-ups. Yes, sure, 10 is very simple, and that's why I'm saying only 10. Just enough so you wake up enough not to drag your feet to the washroom. And so your steps for the day will work its way up from being strong already rather than working its way up from being dragged. You've used the power of 5 to get out of bed till now. Now you just jump out of bed and drop to 10. Number 6, conduct mini workouts. It doesn't matter if you work at the office or a store or you're always outdoors. Take periodical, intentional, and timed mini workout breaks. This could include stretching, 10 to 20 push-ups, walk around the office block, or climb one level of steps. To get at least 5 minutes of mini workouts 3 to 4 times a day. This will lift you from your sedentary state, be it mental or physical, and it will revive you with new energy. This creates discipline within a discipline, which is very important for mental grit. Number 7, play chess. Download a chess app and give it time every day. Play it when you are in line, play when you are in the elevator, play it when you are in chaos, play it when you are in silence. Train your mind to be strategic regardless of the influences around you. Chess, which is a good reflection of life, teaches you that you must learn something new every day before the game is over. Chess is truly a king's game. Playing online is good, but being able to find a chess partner is better. Chess gives you the clarity, the forward thinking, and the secret backup moves that real life many times demands of us. Tune in to part 2 of this session, in where I will continue to cover the rest of the 21 points to attaining complete mental grit. Till then, be safe, be positive, and keep taking those steps forward.